Oh, welcome back. I am thrilled to present to you a positively stirring wine. This one stirs reactions, powerful, wonderful reactions. Long story short, probably the greatest Albariño I've ever tasted, which that's a BFD, gang, because Albariño is one of the hottest grape varieties here in America. You know, people always ask me, hey, what are people going for in white wine, et cetera, et cetera. We sell a ton of Albariño because Albariño is delicious. Generally, it strikes this perfect balance between a dry Riesling and something like a white Rhone variety, like a Viognier, right? Like the perfect fusion, the perfect synthesis of those two grape varieties working in unison. And the wines it makes are just so darn pleasurable and usually pretty dainty, cool, we'll get to that, bright, bracing. But today, man, today is next level shiznit. From the great Rodrigo Méndez and his Leirana winery, multi-century family working in Forjas del Salnés, which is, yeah, I'm gonna say it's my favorite place for Albariño in Galicia, in green Spain. So Albariño comes from northwestern Spain, all right? Long story short, this area just above Portugal, like you see on the maps, there's a little cutout. Like, why didn't Portugal go all the way up, huh? And it was like, oh, that's like for kings and queens, like 800 years ago to figure out. But there's this nice little shelf of Spain over the top of Portugal. And here, close to the water, is where they produce this gorgeous white grape variety, Albariño, which was, you know, back in the late 80s, was very close to extinction. Did you know what Albariño was back then? No, no, a lot of people didn't. And it took the hard work of several rigorous US importers to really bring Albariño to America, get it fired up here, and now Albariño is like a thing. Albariño is hot. Now, one of the things with Albariño is a lot of the Albariño sourced by these small wineries in Rías Baixas and Forjas del Salnés is sourced from backyard parcels. When you go to the area, and I've been lucky enough to be there, there's all these little backyard parcels, literally these pergola vines. The vines are big pergolas, you know, overhead pergolas in people's backyards. And it looks like everybody has like a really nice patio, like a place to hang out and like, you know, some shade cover, you know, like, oh, that's really nice. No, I sell those grapes to Leirana, you know. It's incredible how these guys cobble together these micro-parcels to produce these wines. Now, by the way, Rodrigo Méndez, the proprietor at Leirana, makes over 15 different micro-parcel wines, including this one. And that's the deal. He makes a group wine, and then he makes a bunch of little separate bottlings of these parcels. In this case, this could very well be his best wine. This is the Genoveva. Probably, is it Genoveva? Genoveva, I guess you'd say, maybe. Brilliant wine from a 1+ hectare parcel planted in 1862. Let's rewind. 1862. Incredible 150+ year old vines here for this wine. Incredible. These vines are planted on hard granite, like mountainside granite, hard ass granite. So the roots have to work long, they have to work deep, they have to get into the soils, but once they're established, they're in pretty good shape. Always a supply of water. It's one of the rainiest parts of Spain, actually, over 60 inches a year, if memory serves. And so you never have to worry about rain, you more have to worry about sunshine, you know, getting enough sun to push the harvest to the finish. And thanks to climate change, they are getting that a little bit more now. So these are very, very exciting wines. Rodrigo produces this wine. He ages it in 2,500-liter foudres, old French foudres, big barrels. And no bâtonnage. He doesn't stir. And minimal sulfur. And this wine gets into bottle in the most beautiful way possible. Now, what would make an Albariño next level? Like, what would take it from its basic Albariño level wine next level? We would want more richness, right? Maybe more intensity, maybe more power, concentration, extraction. I know, stop. Without sacrificing the energy, the vibrancy, the acid, the verticality, the minerality. And that's what you get with this Leirana wine. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, that's 12, 14 wows. It has the richness of a great white Burgundy, but he doesn't play the reduction game here. So you get the florals, you get the honey, you get the granite, you get all that, but with the body of like a Premier Cru or Grand Cru Burgundy. No oak, remember this isn't oaked, this is just old foudre. This is done through straight concentration of the old vines and picking late. Still, picking late with 150-year-old vines, this wine only gets to maybe a 12.5% alcohol. That's what we're talking about here, right? This isn't pudding, this isn't like some big oily thing. This is so balanced and precise and fine, yet rich. Absolutely stunning. Come on. Come on. Advocate 97. I think that's Luis Gutiérrez's highest score ever for an Albariño. You can correct me. And 96 points for Vinous from Joaquin Hidalgo. I think that is his highest score ever for an Albariño, or at least tied. Both are tied. Is there anything else left to say? This is literally one of the greatest examples of something I ever had. And it's under $100, right? So you can have the greatest Albariño on the planet. I think it's like $80 a bottle or something like that. I have to double check, somewhere around there. Don't quote me, I don't want no dirty phone calls. But I think it's somewhere around there. Regardless, one of the most beautiful, astounding white wines I've tasted in the last year. This is a must. Hate to break it to you, this is a must. You know what to do. Click down below to buy the wine. Like us if you can, subscribe. And if you subscribe, you'll keep seeing more wines like this. This is an insider tip. Not too many people chucking 97-point greatest ever Albariños in your inbox. I'll guarantee you that one, huh? Cheers.